أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins and shortcomings and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this time and efforts that all of us are giving to learn the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as good deed and have mercy on us in this world and in the akhirah, inshallah ta'ala. So Alhamdulillah, brothers, we'll be studying our new chapter, the present tense. We have done the past tense in probably last 3 or 4 weeks. And on the past tense, the most important part we did to see that how the past tense works with pronoun chart. The next thing we saw that the inside doer and the outside doer. We also talked about a special kind of past tense, what you can say the kana and laisa, and what is their implication. And I mentioned that kana is something that is very very important. It has been used in the Quran many times in different ways, and we're going to talk again about kana towards the end of the course, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so today inshallah we'll be starting our new chapter of present tense. From this chapter onwards, the next few chapters is you can say that these are the most challenging of all the things. So because present tense has a bit more forms, different types of forms, as you will see, and verbs and other things that come with the present tense. So the present tense is bit challenging. So this is the time that you have to hold yourself, calm yourself down, saying it may give you kind of a shock, or this is maybe too much. So this is the time you just try to understand everything, whatever you have learned, and go slowly. Okay, go slowly, and as you practice more and more and you read more Quran and try to implement what you learn, it will be remembered in your head. Okay, and inshallah ta'ala I'll try my best to make it easier, as we always do, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so let's begin our present tense. So we'll just quickly go through our slides quickly. So we talked about these ones already. So for 1, 2, 3, we already talked about those. And this is our pronoun chart. This is our past tense, okay, where it changes at the end. Huwa nasara, hum nasaru, okay, just like that, okay. And then huwa and the here version is the one that may have a outside doer if there is an ism after that matching the gender and in rafa status, okay. Similar thing will work in the present tense as well, but there are few extra things that we need to learn in present tense. Okay, then we talked about kana laisa, I think the week before last week, because last week I couldn't take the session. So I'm just gonna skipping through these ones, and we see that how kana works, just like the past tense chart. Okay, but it has different implications. Same with Lysa, and Lysa, it means he is not, and it is used in negative sentences. Okay, we also talked about a little bit about the negation pointer ma. Ma means also no, and that is more higher in degree. Um, so we have done all these things. We have seen different types of no. So laisa talibun with ba zaida, and then ma huwa talibun and ma huwa bi talibin. Okay, so all this we have discussed the week before, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so the present tense is called fail mudare, is the Arabic. So fail madi was past tense madi, and this is fail mudare. Okay, fail mudare. We're going to talk about present tense now. In present tense, just like in past tense, there is a way that you look at the end of the word. Okay, but there is actually no clue to do the past tense, right? Because when you see the words like nasara, darasa, it don't know that whether it's an ism or a fail. Okay, but there are clues for ism. There is no clues for past tense. But as I said, these are the things that practice will make you more familiar with those kind of things. Okay, now present tense compared to past tense have some clue. So there are some clues in present tense. We will see that. Okay, and it's follow the same pronoun chart, and we will see that this, if you see these things in a word, it it 90% chance that it's a present tense. Okay, so unlike past tense, present tense has some clue. Past tense has clues at the end, like for example nasarat. If you see something like if you memorize those, nasaru, okay, or darasata, okay, so just like that, you can guess those, okay. But present tense has more visible clue, as you will see them, and then that will be a bit more easier to at least recognize the present tense, okay. So on the screen, what you can see now, uslimu, uazzinu, uallimu. So these are kind of present tense. We also have a'budu, okay, iyyaka na'budu, so a'budu, okay, a'uzu, we say a'uzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, okay, astaghfiru, okay. So sometimes present tense start with oo sound or sometimes start with a sound. Okay. Now, all this on the screen, these are actually the ana version. Okay. We'll see all the version, just like all the 14 version, hua, hua, hum, just like we'll see them soon. Okay. But I'm saying that, sometimes start with oo sound, sometimes start with a sound. Okay. Now, which one oo, which one a, there's no rule for that. Okay. It just depends on the word. Okay. But one thing for sure, if one of the present tense start with a sound, like abudu, all the 14 words of the pronoun will also maintain the same thing. Meaning all of them will have the first letter will have a sound. Okay. If the first letter is the oo sound, all of them will have oo sound. Okay, so that much is confirmed. Okay, but yes, some of the word start with a, some of the start with oo. Okay, so let's look at this one. So so this is the nu also. This is the nahnu version. I'm gonna go there. So a and u sound is I, and na and nu sound is u. Okay. When you see the chart, you will understand it clearly. Okay. So for example, ya'budu. Okay. Yu'allimu. So this one ya'budu means he worships. He worships. Okay, ya'budu. Okay, so ya'budu start with the a sound. This is the hua version. Okay, so all the rest will also have the yes, the a sound. Okay, but yu'allimu means he teaches. He teaches. Okay, so that one is u sound, and everything else will be u sound. Okay, and ya'budani and ya'buduni. Okay, these are the second and the third person in the dual and plural. So ya or u sound is he. So if you see, as I said, the present tense has some clue. If you see a word in the Quran you're reading, so ism. There are some clues for ism, right? Like tanween and alif lam, okay, and you can see them. And if you see a harf of jar, harf of nasab, all these things comes with the ism, right? But if you see something started with ya, like this ya or you, ya or you, the ya with a dhamma, then it's 90% chance that it is a present tense. Okay, or ya plus u at the end is ani. Like the Muslimani chart that we had. So it's the same thing. The ani is still a and if we go to the first lesson, although that was a ism chart, but the present tense are the same thing. So ya abudani is both of them teaches. Okay, so that's the huma version of the masculine in third person. And una is a ya plus you, so it's starting with ya and ending with una is they, and a home version. Okay, ya plus u beginning and na ending is the feminine one. So out of the 14 words, the first three starts with ya. It could be sometimes ya or sometimes is you. So meaning ya with a fatha or jabar, or ya with a dhamma or a pesh. Okay, and first three in the masculine third person, meaning hua, huma, whom, all start with ya. All present tense. Okay, start with ya. Okay, the sign of it, like the haraka of it, could be ya or you. Okay, but it start with ya. Okay, and the ending part is ani or una, or the ending part could be na, the hunna version. The hunna means all of them feminine, if you remember hunna. Okay, so the bottom line, and I'll show you the chart in a minute. So the hunna is also ya buddna, so sukun and the na ending. Okay, so out of the 14 words, okay, out of the 14 pronoun, four of them start with ya. Which four? Masculine hua, huma, hum, and the feminine plural hunna. Is everybody clear so far? So we have 14 pronouns, right? Just like we learned in the past tense. In 14 of them, four of them starts with ia, and the ending is ani or una, and the last one is sukun plus na. Okay, so these are the one. For I and we that we saw that in the last page is either u sound or a sound with a alif, or a nu sound like nahnu nu sound, or a na sound with a nun. Okay, so how many we have? Four here, and I and we. So six done. So out of 14, six is done. We need to deal with the rest of the eight, right? Rest of the eight start with ta, the letter ta. Okay. So ta plus ani is both of you. Ta plus una is all of you. Okay. Or like antum. Ta plus na is antunna. And ta could also mean she, and you would need to context to figure it out if it is referring to she or you. And ta plus ina is anti. Okay, so she here and anta you masculine are the same. So depending on the context, you need to understand whether it's talking about a she or whether it's talking about a you. Okay, when I'm going to show the chart in a second, and it will be clear. So let's look at the chart now. So let's bring all of them here. Okay, so this is the same pronoun chart. Hua yansuru, the same word nasara. Now it has a yansuru, means it's the present tense. He helps. Okay, see, and we have squared the first part and the last part because these are the two part. Present tense works in both way. So you have the beginning word, beginning letter, and the ending letter. You have to look at both. Yansuru, yansuru is he helps. Yansurani, like Muslimani, both of them help. Hum yansuruna is una, okay, they help. Hiya tansuru, start with a ta, okay. Huma tansurani, hunna yansurna. Remember, ya has four options. So one, two, three, and this one, ya goes like this, and everything is ta. Anta tansuru. So look at this. Hiya and anta. Hiya is she. Okay, anta is masculine you. Okay, so you brother. Okay, both of them are same thing. Tansuru and tansuru start with a ta and it's u sound. Tansuru. Okay, so how you going to differentiate depending on the context of the ayah. Okay, antuma tansurani, antum tansuruna, anti tansurina. It's a ina. This is the only one ina. Anti tansurina is the only one that's ina. Okay. Antum tansurani, same thing as like the antum. And then antunna tansurna. Tansurna. Okay. Tansurna. And ana ansuru, nahnu nansuru. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? Now the word nasara, which is past tense, he helped. The present tense of it start with yansuru. Okay. Yansuru. But that doesn't mean all word will be ya. Remember, I said it could be ya or it could be you. Okay. So, for example, daraba, daraba means to strike, to hit something. Like nasara, daraba. Okay. It's a past tense, daraba. He strike or he hit something. Okay. The present tense not yadrabu, is yudribu. The present is start with U sound. Yudribu, yudribani, okay, yudribuna, okay, tadribu, tadribu, okay, tadribuni. So just all the is start with the U sound, okay. So notice that the fail mudare always begins with one of four letters, okay. They are noon and alif, ya, ta, noon. Noon is for nahnu, we know that. Alif is for ana. These two are fixed. Everything else is either iya or ta. Okay, the haraka on these letters can be fatha or dhamma, as I explained. Whichever it is, harakat will remain the same throughout the chart. Okay, remember that you are looking at the beginning and ending of each fail to determine the inside pronoun, which use the following code to help you. So meaning, so you're looking at the the the, the opening letter and the ending letter so that you can understand which pronoun, which inside pronoun is talking about. Okay, so this is the present tense chart. Okay, now this chart has different version, and that's what we're going to go and look at them. In past tense, we had only one version of the chart. But in present tense, there are some other version that we need to look at it. Okay, same structure but different version. Okay, so is there any question so far? Everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay, good. So it's very similar to past tense, but it has the ending sound and the beginning sound. If the beginning sound start with a ya, like it's a fatha, all of them will have a fatha. But the first letter changes. There are four words starts with ya. There are 8 words I think starts with ta, and two of them ana and nahnu, a and na. Very simple. Okay, four for ya, 8 for ta, one for alif, one for nahnu for na. Okay, is clear? Okay. So this is the chart just to show you. So ya plus u, ya plus ani, ya plus una, ta plus u, ta plus ani. So this is just the same thing here. Okay. So if we follow that one, yes tabshiruna. So which inside doer is here? Huwa, huma, hum. Who can tell me that? Yes tabshiruna. Yes tabshiruna.
Home.
Whom? Yes, whom. You're right. Whom means they. So this is the one. Okay, the whom one. Okay, very good. Okay. Yes, tabshiruna means to give good tidings. Okay, so they give good news. Okay, to congratulate someone. Okay, yaktumu. Which pronoun is that? Anyone, please? Yaktumu. So ya beginning. So if it is ya beginning, so it will be any of the four, right? Because ya has
Or
only hua. Yes, hua. That's it. Because rest three has ani, una, and na. Ya has only 4 words, right? Out of four, three of them has that combination thing, ani, una, or na, right? Only one has nothing. This is the right. So the yaktumu doesn't have anything, right? No, the yaktumani, it's not una, it's not na. So it's the hua version. Nunazilu, very easy. Starting with nu. Nunazilu. Which one is that? Which
Nahnu.
pronoun? Nahnu. Yes, very good. Okay. Tu'minuna. Tu'minuna.
Antum.
Antum. Yes, very good. Antum. Can it be anything else? No, it cannot be anything else because ta and ending with una is only one of them. Okay, so just bit careful. It's antum. You're right. You're correct, brother. But just to be clear with all of us. So ta with una. See this one. My where is my mouse? My mouse is moving, right? So ta with una is only one of them. Okay. Rest is ta with na, ta with ani, and everything. Okay. So tu minuna is antum. Yeah. Yes, rikna. Yes, rikna. Yes, rikna. Yes, quickly.
Hunna.
Hunna, yes, because it's ya and na. Yes, sarikna. And also the na before the na, the letter has sukun. Yes, sarikna. Yes, sarikna. Okay. Ta'alamu. Ta'alamu. So it's a ta beginning and it does not have any combination after that. So usually ta has 8 words, right? And most of them has ani, ani, or actually like look at this where my mouse is. See, ta plus ani is 3 of them. See, there's 3 words. The three fail in the chart is ta plus ani. So obviously it's not one of them. There's one with ta plus una. Obviously it's not that one. One is ta plus na. There's no noon here. It's not that. One is ta plus ina. That also not that. So this could be either here or it could be anta. So it could be a ta'alamu means to do something. Okay. Okay. To do something. Okay. So actually, sorry, ta'alamu means to know. Okay, so you know or she knows. Okay, it both is you know or she knows. Okay, you know or she knows. It could be any of them, depending on the context. You need to know: is it a she or is it a anta you. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Unabbiu. Unabbiu. Obviously, it's ana, it's I, like the ana sound and alif sound. So that's the only one with alif is ana. So it's very easy. Unabbiu. Okay. Yashhaduna. Yashhaduna. Anyone? Quickly, please.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
home.
Yes.
Home again.
Home again. Yes. Very good. Okay. Tujadilu. Brother Kabir, you want to say it? Tujadilu.
That's the one here and anta.
Hiya and anta. Yes. Very good. It could be either hiya or anta. So is that clear so far? And I'm telling you all of you because alhamdulillah you have come up to so many lessons, right? This is the part most of the people, most of the brothers or sisters, they get scared, okay? Because you see the present tense chart so far is good because the same chart will have version. Like remember the our Muslim chart has masculine version, feminine version, light and heavy. So we have light and heavy also here. Okay. But if you understand that how it's working, now you can identify, okay, u means u or a means that is a it's a I pronoun. Inside pronoun is I. Okay. Ta could be any of the eight, but let's look at the combination. What comes at the end? I know the ta plus ani has three words, ta plus una. So you have to think like this. It's only matter of 14 words. Okay. If you can understand how it's working, like the brother says, could be here or anta. Very good. Because yeah, it's a ta beginning and there's no combination after that, no noon after that. In that case, it is easily as here or anta. Okay. So this is what the present tense normal chart looks like. Present tense normal chart looks like. Okay. And as you can see, there's so many words. You can do like, any of the word you can pick from here and you can do all of them in different pronouns. Okay. Different words. For example, nunazilu. It means, we reveal. We send down in present tense. We not send, S-E-N-D, or we reveal. Okay, to Allah is revealing something, Allah is doing some nazala. Okay, so we nunazil. If I say I do that, so unazilu. If I say she do that, tunazilu. You do that, tunazilu. Okay, so it's just changing the letter. Okay, both of them do it. Yunazalani. Okay, and the ani will be ended. Okay, so just follow the chart, the formula. If you remember the formula, it is very 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 easy. Okay. Now, the same thing works here also. What do you mean by same thing? The outside doer, as you can see, these are all inside doer we talked about. The outside doer concept is exactly same as past tense. So you have to have the here version or the hua version. Okay. The only confusing part, the hua here, sorry, the here version is same as anta version. But that doesn't matter. If you see a here version or a hua version, so meaning the ya with the u sound, the first one, say this one, or the second one, the ta with the u. Okay. In this case, if you see a word after that and it's in rafa and matching the gender, then it is the outside doer. For example, this word ya'lamullahu. Okay, ya'lamu means to know, Allah knows. Okay, ya'lamullahu. So the word Allah is the outside doer because this is a hua version, and the word Allah has kicked out the inside doer and taken his place. Okay. For example, u'allamukum. But now here, u'allamukum, okay, start with u. So what is the pronoun here?
Sana.
Ana, okay. Do you know what u'allamu means? Allama means to teach. So u'allamu means I teach. And kum is the attached pronoun. So what is the meaning of u'allamukum?
I
I
teach.
U'allimukum.
teach.
I teach all of you. I teach all of you. U'allamukum, okay? Na'buduka. Na'budu. What is na beginning? Nahnu, right? What is na'budu means? Abudu means to worship. We worship you.
You.
Okay, we worship you. Okay. But in the Fatiha, we say this Iyaka na'budu, isn't it? Okay. So what is this Iya? Because if you see the translation of Fatiha, it says, we worship you and we ask help from you. Okay? Or we worship only you. Okay? So what is the meaning of this Iya and why this Ka is here? Because na'buduka actually the right thing to do. Okay? What is happening here? The Iya and a lot of, I mean, I think most of people who doesn't know Arabic, this basic Arabic, they don't know what is Iya means actually. Okay? Although it's a part of Fatiha, right? And another great, very common mistake that a lot of people do, they say Iya kanabudu. It's not Iya, it's Iya. There's a shadda here. And other surahs is okay if you make mistakes. But in Fatiha, if you make mistake, your prayer is not valid. So you have to be careful. Obviously, Allah is merciful and Allah is forgiving. So, everybody doesn't have, Allah is not like, examiner that, he's not going to give mark. Okay. So it's up to Allah's hand. But as a Muslim, as a educated Muslim, okay, people like you and me, right? We should know what does it mean and we should be careful when saying this one, right? So we don't say iya kanabudu. It's iya. Okay. And you have to, because the shadda is there. Because if you say yeah, we talked about yeah, right? Yeah was the harf of nadim. And remember? Yeah, Abdullah. Okay. Ya Allah. That's a different yeah. That's to calling someone. This yeah is also a special harf. You know why this yeah is here? This yeah is here. This yeah actually works like a holder, or you can say it's like a chair. What is this for? To bring the pronoun before the fail. In na buduka, if you see this one na buduka, the fail is worship. Who's the pronoun? Who's the doer? We, because there's na. Who do you worship? Ka, meaning you. So ka is the maful bihi. These are the same concept that we learn in past tense, right? We worship you. Everybody clear on that? We is the doer, nahnu. Budu abudu is the fail, the action, the verb, and ka is the maful. Who do you worship? If you ask the question, ka. What Allah is trying to do here, if you remember, Allah wants to try to change the sequence. Allah wants to bring that maful at the beginning of the na'budu. Why? Because when the change of sequence brings the ikhtisas. Remember, we talked about those in Jumla failure also. The normal order is fail and the file and the maful and the mutalik bil fail, right? But if sometimes we want to make something exclusive, we need to bring the maful bihi before. Okay? But how can you bring a attached pronoun before? Attached pronoun by definition has to attach with something, isn't it? You can't just say kana buduka. That's completely different thing. Okay. So iyaka, the ka is still the attached pronoun, but it it was brought before, and to bring it before, I need someone that the ka can attach to. It can't live by itself. I need to give him something so that it can hold on to, and that's why the iya is used. Okay, iya is a special harf. It has no effect on anything. Its job is that I am the holder for ka, because ka has nobody to sit, so ka can sit on me before the fail and file. So iyyaka na'buduka means we worship you. Iyyaka na'budu means we only exclusively worship you, to show the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He is the only Rabb, only God. Allah used the Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in. So we only worship you and we only ask help from you. Now you can say we can ask help from other people also, right? We do ask, like I can say, Brother Kabir, help me with something, right? I can say that. But ultimately, Allah gives the ability to someone else to help me. So it's ultimately it's help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. So that's why in both cases the iyyaka na'budu has been used. Okay. So when people say, like in Fatiha, they say kanabudu, iyyaka na'budu. Okay. So they don't even know what they're saying, because they think this kana is the other kana that we learned the other day. The kana and Laisa. But this kana is nothing to do with that. This iyyaka, the iya is used to bring the ka before. And it's not only in Fatiha. There are other places also in the Quran. You will find sometimes Allah used the special holder, special harf, you can say iya, to bring the maf'ul bihi before, the bring the attached pronoun before. Okay, so that's why we say in Fatiha, iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Okay, and always remember it's not iya, it's iya. It's a shadda is there. You must say the shadda. Okay, otherwise it will be the other. It will sound like the other. Now that you know, it's good that you know, inshallah. So you'll be careful, inshallah. I hope that you've been always been careful. But if you didn't know, now you know. Then you know why iya is used and iya kanaputu. Okay, is everybody clear on that? So because you know the fail, the present tense, fail or past tense, the fail itself is a sentence, right? And you can have maf'ul with that. You remember the I think the second lesson of our fail study, if you go back, so I think it's week 14 or 13, right? You will say we discuss all the components of the jumla failure. So iyyaka na'budu actually is a jumla failure. Okay. So na'buduka is a normal sequence. But if I want to bring ka at the beginning, okay, I can't just bring ka at beginning, okay, because it has to be an attached pronoun, okay. So I have to bring iya. Iya kana budu means only you we worship. We worship. Okay, everybody clear on that? Okay. So it's a harf on its own doesn't make any sense. It's extra chair for attached pronoun nasab and jar. Okay. Okay. Everybody clear on that? Good. Okay, I think this is what for today because I don't want to go to the light and the heavy chart today of the present tense because it's going to be too much. So we'll have a because I have experience from my previous, you know, when it comes to present tense because present tense has different forms. So next week we're gonna saw that you know the same present tense chart will have a light version and the heavy version. So obviously you can guess. I think now, right? In the light version, the noon will be gone. Okay, just like the same formula. Remember, we had the light version Muslimuna, Muslimani, okay, Muslima and Muslimai, right? The Muslimuna making Muslimu, Muslimatun making Muslima, right? So just like that, the 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 noon at the end, the extra noon will taken away. Okay, so they have in present tense actually there's two forms, light and lightest. There are two forms, light also and the lightest also. Okay, so the same chart we're going to talk about in two different forms. Okay, and the concept of the jumla failure in terms of present tense still the same as you just saw that in iyyaka na'budu or any sentence. This is the same formula as the outside doer formula from the past tense as well. So inshallah we stop here today and then we next week we go from now on we try to go a bit slower because you know I don't want to overburden all of you with this, so I wanted to grasp it properly. And I would suggest all of you open up the page of the Quran, any page, doesn't matter, okay, and try to find the words with ta and ya and everything, okay. And then inshallah ta'ala, and I can do few with you now, inshallah ta'ala. Let's do a few of them now. So let me just actually share my screen. We can do few words from the Quran and then we can stop it for today. So let's stop it here. I will stop presenting here and then we'll present this one maybe. Okay, let me find. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. And then, can you see my screen? Everyone? The Quran screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is one of the surah of the Quran, Surah Al-Ankabut. Okay, so you can see here, see? Alif Lam Mim Hasiba. So this is a tricky one, this part. Hasiba actually is a past tense, okay? It's a past tense, okay? It's a past tense, okay? Because it doesn't have a ya beginning, okay? The alif at the beginning, the can anyone guess what is this alif? It's not part of the verb. I give you the clue. What else it could be? We did this one last week.
Question.
Question,
Question.
yes. You didn't see the translation, right? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, it is question, yes. So like alam tara, so ahasiba, okay? Ahasiba nasu. And look at this. Hasiba is the hua version and an nasu is the rafa. So that's the outside doer, right? So ahasiban nasu, okay? Hasiban nasu means people thought. Ahasiban nasu means did people think? Okay, did people think? Okay, so ahasiban nasu. You don't know about an. But for example, this one, yutraku. Okay, you don't know about an. We'll talk about an later. Yutraku. So it's ya beginning, your ya beginning, and it was actually yatrakuna. You can see the wa, the noon, and alif is also there, but the noon was missing. Okay, so this is a hum version. Hum version. Okay, it's the hum version. Okay, obviously you know a hum. Okay, la yuftanuna. It's easy. Yuftanuna. So what pronoun is that? What inside word is that? Yuftanuna. It's a home version, right? It's a home version, okay? So fatana became yaftanuna, okay? Yaftanuna. But this is actually not present tense, okay? This is actually a passive, which you're gonna learn, but it's follow the same rule, okay? So it's ya beginning and una ending. Ya beginning, una ending, okay? Let's see. This one you know. Let's keep going. Yeah, for example, this one. What is Allah Zina means? Can you remind me? Anyone? What is Allah Zina means? What did we talk about Allah Zina?
Those who.
Those who, but when, what is it called? What is the Arabic term? Where did we talk about Allah Zina, Allah Zani, Allah Zi? Do you remember?
Ism,
There.
Ism Masul.
Ism Mausul. Very good. Ism Mausul. Very good. Okay. And Ya'maluna, Ya beginning and Una, just like present tense, right? Ya'maluna. So this is, see, that's why I said present tense is a very big clue. So Ya beginning and Una ending. And Ya'maluna means to know. Okay. Okay. So just to do amal, so to do something. Yeah. Ya'maluna. Okay. It's not Ya'lamun. So they do. Okay. Those they do. Okay. Sayyati, that's fine. Obviously, this is a ism because as-sayyati. Okay. And is it a masculine word or a feminine word? Is it plural? Who can tell me the rafa, nasab, or jar status of this one and the gender?
Yes, it's
This is feminine plural and
Feminine.
nasab or jar.
Yeah, but what is it? Nasab or jar? Which one? In this case, I know you from the chart. You're right. It's nasab or jar. But what
I
is it?
think it's nasab.
Why do you think it's nasab?
Um,
You can't think. You have to know. Tell me why it's nasab. You're right. It is nasab. Why? Because ati could be nasab or jar. Why it's nasab?
I think because of the present tense.
Close, but not 100%. Can anyone help?
Or
Almost there, but not because of present tense.
or because of the ism mausul.
No. Because of present tense, but what is it actually? It is the maful bihi. Maful bihi. And maful is always nasab. Maful is the details. Yamaluna means they do. They do what? Sayyat. Sayyat means bad things. Okay. So they do like sins. Okay. Sayyati. Okay. So this is nasab because it's maful bihi. Maful bihi. Okay. So what do? They do sayyat. Okay. They do sayyat. Okay. So uh, look at this one. Kana yarju. Okay, so kana, it has been yarju. Okay, lika Allahi. Okay, so here the kana is actually it was. Okay, so whoever should hope. Okay, so man kana yarju is to hope. Okay, and it has been hoped. So it's like this has been hoped. So kana has been used here. Okay, let's go here. This is what kind of, so this is not a ism. This is a fail. What kind of fail is it? Past tense or present tense? What do you think?
past tense.
Past tense, because there's no ya beginning, no ta beginning, no a, no noon. So it's like jahada, like nasara. Okay, not the same nasara, but same type style. Okay, so different family. Jahada, there's alif after that, but it's a past tense. Okay, jahada, you know what jahada means, like jihad, right? So same thing. Okay, and look at this. This one is the present tense. Yujahidu. Okay, jahada, yujahidu. Okay, so jahada is the past tense, and this is yujahidu. Okay, li nafsihi. Li means
For
for. Nafsi, what is nafs means? self, like our soul or self. So for a nafsihi means his soul, for his self. So for himself, actually you can say for himself. Okay. Inna Allaha, certainly Allah is the harf nasab. La ghaniyun. What is la ghaniyun? Ghaniyun means like rich, wealthy. What is la? What is the la meaning here?
It means for
Emphasis.
sure.
For sure, it's the emphasis, not for la, for, right? That's what I want to check. Yes. Anil alamina. What is ani? I forgot about ani. Can anybody
About,
remember? About.
about.
Very good. And al alamina, is it
So this is
nasab or
the
jar?
plural of, this is nasab or
Hmm?
jar.
Nasab
This
or
is,
jar?
should be nasab, right? No, this is, an is harf jar, so it should be jar.
Exactly. It's half of jar, so it is jar here. Ina is alamina is the jar. Very good. Very good, brother. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. You don't know this one yet. Sayati. I mean, of course, you know few of them. I'm just trying to find the one that we did today. Uh, what is this means? What is kanu means? This kanu. What is the inside pronoun of kanu here?
They were or
They,
they have been.
They have been. Uh, so yamaluna means they have been doing this. Okay, they have been doing this. Okay, they used to do this. See, and then the translation also correct. They used to do it, which is means the same one. Okay. Um. Let's see. Okay, $. This is easy. Okay. So this is again so wa minan nasi. Minan nasi means from the people. Man, we talked about man means whoever. Okay, whoever. Man means who. It is also is a mausul. The allazi, the same lesson we talked about man, right? Yakulu, yakulu is present tense or past tense?
Present tense.
Which version? Hua, huma, hum,
Hua,
anta, ant.
hua
Hua.
version.
Very good. So from the people, whoever say man yakulu, whoever say, okay, amanna, amanna means to believe, okay, billahi. So we believe in Allah, okay. Faiza ujiya, so this is a different word, okay, fillahi, okay, in Allah. Ja'ala, past tense or present tense?
past,
Past tense, like nasara, ja'ala, okay. Fitnatan nasi. What is fitnatan nasi mean? Fitna means trial,
Trial of people.
trial of people. So what is the relationship? Mudaf mudaf ilayh, right? Very good, okay. Ka'azabi. What is ka'azabi means? You know, azab means punishment. What is ka'azabi means?
Like azab, like punishment.
Very good, like punishment. Excellent. So this ka is the harf of jar ka. Okay. Ka'azabillahi, the like the punishment of Allah. Okay. Um, let's look at some more. You see, sometime you can see this the noon has a shadda, right? We're gonna talk. I said this one also. See, the noon. We're gonna talk about it next week, inshallah, or maybe the week after. Yeah, this is also present tense. It start with yeah, but the noon has a shadda. This is the heaviest form. Okay, we're gonna talk about it later. Um, let's see. وَقَالَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ. Okay, so this one, see here. So وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ. So qala is the qala means he said, but allazina is the outside door. So those said, and those who and allazina kafaru. So this is also tense. Okay, this is like past tense. Okay, so kafaru. So those who disbelieve says. Okay, lillazina amanu. Okay, for here li doesn't mean for, it means to. Okay, lillazina, for those or to those amanu. So the people who disbelieve, they are telling to the people who believe. Okay,
I have a question
ittabi.
here.
Yeah, sure.
So Allazina is a plural, then shouldn't the kala be a plural version here?
No, no, that's the rule of outside doer. Outside doer only matching gender.
Right, right. Yes, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so qala allazina kafaru lillazina amanu. Okay, ittabi'u. So ittabi'u is a command. We have learned command. We'll say okay, sabilana. Sabilana. What is sabil means path, right? Fi sabilillah. What is sabilana means?
our
Our
path.
path.
Our path. Okay. So the people who disbelieve, they're telling the people who believe, follow our path. Okay. Wa nahmil. Wal nahmil. Okay. Wal nahmil means this part. Nahmil. Don't remember the wall part. Okay. What is nahmil? Is what kind of tense is that? Past tense or present tense?
Present tense.
And what's which pronoun?
It's the
Nahnu. And
nahnu, yeah.
hamala means to carry a burden. Okay. So they're saying we will carry. Okay, we will carry. So we will carry something. What will they will carry? You know, khatayakum. Okay, khatayakum. Khata means to your shortcomings. Khata. Khata means shortcomings, or like your sins, whatever you say. Okay, so they are saying don't worry. The disbeliever is saying, and this is in context of actually the people in at that time, at the time of Rasulullah, right? The people who are disbeliever, because they were the leader. When they saw people accepting Islam, they said, don't worry, don't follow this, the new thing that you're doing. Okay, follow our path. And if you have any problem, we will carry your khata. We'll carry your sin. On the day of judgment, we'll look after you guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. So that's what Allah is telling them. And then they say, and they say, wama hum bi hamilina. See this here, ma here, ma hum bi hamilina.
And not they.
Not they. And what is be doing here? The ba zaida. So the highest form of negative here. Certainly they're not gonna be carrying anything. Min khatayahum, their khata. Because on the day of judgment, nobody is gonna carry nobody's thing. Min shayin. See, at the end it's a min shayin, nothing at all. So it's like super, Allah is saying like emphasis, okay? First is ma, it's not Lisa or not, and plus ma plus b. Okay, so ma plus b ba zaida. And then say min khataikum, so none from their khata, okay? Min shayin. Min shayin means little thing. So not a single bit of khata they can carry, okay? Innahum la kazibuna. Innahum, certainly they are, la kazibuna. Again, the la of emphasis. So innahum is already, certainly they are, definitely kazibun. They are the liars. Okay. So indeed, see, indeed they are the liars. Anyway, so this is how you take your these things takes time, and obviously you don't know everything. I also don't know everything, because there are some of the ayah has things that are not in this level. You need more Arabic to learn. But most of the thing you will know, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. At least 90%. Maybe one or two word why this is this like this or that. Okay. And sometimes there's a balaga there. Okay. Something from the sarf. Okay. But in general, if you follow the lesson that you're doing, mashallah, very good. Okay. You will be able to do most of the thing. And you can really understand the tone of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that when he's angry, when he's saying something with emphasis and everything. Okay. So this is the way you should do it. So pick up any surah, just go through the line, don't worry about the translation. Okay. I mean, your job is not to translate. Okay. Your job is to understand. Okay. So try to make sense of whatever you can. Yes, it's not going to be 100%, but you know most of the thing. Okay. You know what is amanu means. You know what is sabilana means. You know what is mahum this means. So see, 90% things inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So with this, inshallah ta'ala, we finish here. We only have 10 minutes left. So next week we're gonna do the different form of the present tense. So with this one we finish here. If you have any question, you can ask. If not, then you all have a good week, inshallah ta'ala. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam. Jazakallah.
Assalam.